The Radio Memories Network is brought to you in part by Liberated Syndication, podcast publishing made easy, libsyn.com. That's libsyn.com.
Continuing America's love affair with comedy and those lovable characters that made us laugh. We now go back to the early days of radio comedy and our imaginations with our featured comedy presentation.
The Komedy Kingdom was among the earliest form of radio comedy and variety programs. Originally titled the Blue Monday Jamboree, it was first heard on air in the late 1930s on CBS Radio, with singer Elvia Allman as the host. Her longtime good friend Lindsay McHarry, on the other hand, was the director and producer. The show, which had a total of 39 15-minute episodes, featured comedy skits, musical performances, drama, and a whole lot more. Now let's join this week's rare episode of the Komedy Kingdom.
Hail to the Komedy Kingdom!
Hail to the Komedy Kingdom! Hail to this realm of mirth! Here's to our queen, may she live in clover. Here's to her subjects, when we laugh all over. Throw away your troubles, cast aside your blues. Just wear a smile, you will find it's all the style in the Komedy Kingdom. Hail!
Queen of Mirth. Long laugh, Queen Elvia.
Hello, you merry subjects. A royal welcome to the Komedy Kingdom. Now, your only passport is a smile, and the only thing you must leave outside the boundary is a case of the blues. Make yourselves at home in our realm of gaiety, laughter, and song. This time we're entertaining royalty, and most befittingly, too, is our first greeting to you from the Komedy Kingdom. Where's my Prime Minister, Joe Blow?
Here I am, Queenie.
All right.
Now for this week's episode of The Halls of Ivy.
The first thing is this, Your Majesty. Here are three girls who have a complaint.
Hey, goodness, what seems to be the trouble?
They were sent here from a neighboring kingdom to pay their homage to you, Queen. And they couldn't find you.
Oh, that's too bad.
Yes, your face red.
I've got a royal flush. Well, who are these girls?
They call themselves the Rhythmettes, Your Majesty, but they finally found you.
Oh, they did they? Well, where was I?
Long ago, once upon a time, there was a queen in the land of nursery rhyme. She had a fat bread and honey she had every evening when tea time came. If the king on his business went to view his troops or to open Parliament, his cavalcade would be always delayed, and the heralds would all proclaim, "Here comes the king." But where was the queen? The queen was in the parlor. She was darning socks, 'cause the bloomin' empire, it had gone on the rocks. The king was getting ready, had to go to town. Though I hate to say so, he in the crowd. He told the queen the royal exchequer had been overdrawn. The dough was gone. She replied, it's no time for fooling, better get a job, or we'll be in the bread line. Moral of the story is never be a king. If you haven't money, it's a terrible thing. It's a terrible thing.
Well, I was certainly in the money, but after all, what's the queen without her jack?
Oh.
Sorry. Well, Prime Minister, what's the next audience?
Here's a king who's come to the Comedy Kingdom to find a pester, or an Esther, or a clown.
That's all right. Who is he?
King Broder of Broder and McDonald.
Hey, where'd he go? Where'd he go? Where? King, oh boy, oh King, here you are. Here you are, King. You know, I've been looking all over for you, fella. Hiya, yippee and stuff.
Well, well, well. So you're the new lad who's trying out for court jester,
Yes,
eh?
me.
Tell me, where did you work before you came
When
here?
I worked in a glue factory. See, King?
Yeah?
But I got kicked out on account I had an argument with the boss.
Well, what happened?
He gave me a paste in the mouth.
Oh, I see. Besides being a jester, what else do you
What
do?
I do? I'm a sculptor.
I thought you looked like a chiseler.
Funny man. Look, I'm not funny man. No kidding, King. You know, just last week I designed the bust of the Duke of Ipswich. It was designed as a fountainhead.
And how did he like it?
He said it was the spitting image of him, King.
Well, you're very clever, aren't you?
I'm some fun, I am. Sure, but I'm not as clever as my brother, though. He watches money.
Watches money?
Yeah, he's a spy in a mint.
Oh, I see. A mince spy.
A mint. Some joke, I'll say. He's smart, all right. You know, he's awfully funny. Well, you know, we used to work in a circus together.
A circus?
Yeah.
Sells Floto?
No, sells peanuts, King. Sells peanuts. You know, we wrote a song when we was in the circus. We
Yeah?
wrote one about one of the freaks. Would you like to hear it? It's called The India Rubber Man.
Why, of course I'd like to hear it. The India Rubber Man, eh?
Yeah.
Whatever happened to him?
Oh, he got arrested. He's doing a stretch up the river now.
What a snap. What a snap.
Tell it, King, tell it.
Harry, it's a high taste, pain, and sensational show. You'll enjoy it, you'll enjoy it. Step a little closer, folks, a little closer.
Now you've heard of the man on the flying trapeze, and you know of the tattooed lady. But there's one circus freak that you've all yet to meet, a cad, and I don't mean maybe. Oh, fie on the guy who can form an ape with his spine. Now he's nasty and yellow, this beast of a fellow. You can see him for a dime. Oh, snap, spat, the nap on the rat who can stretch like a rubber band. Now my gal turned me down for this sideshow clown, the India Rubber Man. Hit it, King.
Oh, the India Rubber, the India Rubber, the India Rubber Man. Now what's my gal so in this jump I'll never understand. He stole my honey, my cute little bunny who was my pride and joy. And so for she married the dope and was blessed with a bouncing ball.
I guess King Broder has found his jester, because after all, what's an India Rubber Man but solid sap? Aha! If my ears betray me not, doth that not sound like my court troubadour?
Yes, Queenie, it does. It is none other than Tony Romano.
Welcome, Tony Romano. The Queen commands thee to bring a new message of hope to all the spinster ladies of the Comedy Kingdom. Sing, Tony.
I never knew that love could do the things it does until one day you came my way. I wear a smile and all the while my heart is gay. My lips caress you, I possess you. Love is king, sorrow doesn't mean a thing. Sky blue, sun is shining blue, you are mine and it seems, since you're mine, dear, love is king. I had to fight for love or else let it pass me by, dear. But how could I lose our battle of hearts with Cupid for my spy, dear? Long live love, it came to us from up above. Your yes brought me happiness. You are mine and love is king.
Ah, yes, love is king. Long live the king. Joe, didn't you have a report to make of your recent visit to our neighboring kingdom of All-Invania?
Yes, Your Majesty.
Well, go right ahead.
The story of King Henry VI, or the 7th, or the 8th. The 8th. Who'll make it 8? I'll make it 8. Sold for 8 to little Elmer Putchintucket. It was in the year 1865, 1776, 1492. Well, that was a long time ago. A whole nation, a big crowd of a lot of people. There was a couple of guys there. It was way up in the northern part of it. You go under, you pass over in between a couple. It was right. I don't know where it was. The king entered the court with a hop, skip, and a jump. He was doing a shim. He was well. He got there. Clouds hung heavy over. The sun didn't shine. It was dark as pit. You couldn't see a hand. It was night court. The king picked up his axe, or the hammer, or the gavel. Yeah, he picked it up, and he pounded on the bench. And he said, "What did he say?" He said, "Knock, knock." No. He said, "Order in the court. Order." And the queen said, "I'll have ham and eggs." No. Excuse me, kingy. And up jumped the court jester. "Who are you?" cried the king. The jester said he. "Jester who?" "Oh, Jester Itsy Bitsy Boy trying to get Whereupon the king arose in all his majesty, beheaded the queen, and said, "Here, take this one." In rode the king's son on his gallant charger. Oh, the king's son, he's a swell. You'd like him. He was a nice little, he was a swell, he was a prince. He said, "Hiya, Pappy, what's doing? What's going on here?" And the king said, "Oh, just an old-fashioned barbecue." and the cannons roared, lightning crashed, pandemonium, there was a lot of trouble. Pandemonium rained. It rained, and oh, how it rained for 40 days and 40 nights. No, that was the Johnstown flood. and the whole court stood up, and they said, "Hey, king, it's all wet." No. And the king rose slowly to his feet, smiled sweetly, and said, "Okay, kids, court adjourned."
The king's horses, the king's men, marched down the street and they marched back again. The king's horses and the king's men.
pleasure of entertaining you, and we'll be waiting for our next chance to give you a warm, royal welcome to the Comedy Kingdom. And remember, uneasy lies the head that wears a frown.